welcome to another interesting, another exciting episode of your weekly Outside the Box series with Father Sonny Ogom. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button. Also give a thumbs up to this video. Click that like button. That will make this video to be available to more people. And in case you have not watched the episode of last week, please try and watch it. I will leave the link in the description below. The episode of last week is something you will like to see. It talks about how you can have more destiny helpers in your life. We all need destiny helpers. Today we are going to be talking about something else, something also very interesting, something that is wonderful. You would like to hear it. We're going to be talking about something that has to do with our relationship with people, our relationship with people that are very close to us, your spouse, your colleague in your place of work, people around you, people that are dear to your heart, people that are close to you. Today we are going to be focusing on how the peace of your relationship, the peace of your marriage, the peace of your home, the peace in the place of work where you work, the peace with your colleague, how it is more important than winning an argument. I hope you will be able to understand this, that the peace of your marriage is more important than you winning an argument with your spouse. You know, those that are close to us, we always have discussions with them from time to time, and in relating with them, argument always spring up. That is very normal, because different minds will have different opinions at one time or the other. We can agree on many things, but there are times we will certainly disagree on issues. When you disagree with your spouse, when you disagree with your colleague at work, when you disagree with someone that you always work with, always remember that the peace of your relationship with that person is more important than you winning an argument. Oftentimes when we forget this basic fact, this truth, we discover or we find ourselves jeopardizing the peace of our relationship on the table of winning an argument. When you win an argument with that person that you're relating with, that person dear to you, remember, there is no trophy waiting for you there when you win the argument. You know, there is no trophy you're going to get. But when you lose the peace that exists between you and that person, remember, you're going to lose a lot. There's this story actually about this couple that went to have a good time out. They went to watch a sport competition somewhere. They drove to that place. They had a good time. They enjoyed watching the sport in that place where the sport took place. It was a sports competition. So when they were done, on their way home, trying to find their way home, the husband wanted to take a particular road, while the wife was telling him that the other road is the right road for them to take, which will lead them to the express, because there are so many roads leading out of that sport facility or where they went to watch this sport competition. So the husband with the wife, at the point they went into argument, they were arguing. You know how little things can result to a strong argument. At the end of the day, the husband followed the road he wanted to follow, which for him would lead them to the express. So he was determined to get to the express. He kept driving around, he kept driving. He would come out at this spot, he would drive again. When they had moved around and round for over 30 minutes, he decided to give a thought to the suggestion of the wife. Now, there was something he said. He said when he gave consideration to the opinion of the wife, within him, he was just praying that the road the wife had pointed out should never lead them to the express. You know, that kind of argument where you just want to win, you want things to go your way. So he kept driving. Within a very short time, he found himself, or they found themselves, at the express. He was shocked. He felt defeated in a way. He now asked the wife, "Do you know this road? Have you been here before?" The wife said, "Yes, I've been here. I came for something. There was something I came around here. So that was how I was able to know the road very well." You see, ego can always come in our relationship. Ego, the pride. At such point, ask yourself, what is more important? Is it my pride to keep my ego, to keep my how I want to place myself, or the peace between me and my partner, the peace between you and your spouse, the peace between you and the person you're working with, the peace between you and your friend? Always remember that peace is what nourishes the bond. That peace is what helps you to be of help to your friend, and your friend is of help to you, your wife is of help to you, and you of help to your wife. That peace, that bond of peace, protect it at all costs. Trade your ego, trade every other thing, but do not trade that peace on the altar of ego, on the altar of winning one argument that will take you to nowhere. There's this other story of a particular couple that went into serious argument in the evening. They disagreed over an issue, and the argument was so strong, it became so bitter that they didn't want to talk to each other. That night, they went to bed. Into the night, the wife was trying to tap the husband, because each of them, slept and faced opposite directions. The wife tried to tap the husband, calling his attention. At that point, the husband ignored her at first, ignored her the second time, and at the point the husband got so angry, he didn't even look at her. He picked his pillow and went to the parlor and decided to spend the night in the parlor. In the morning when he came in, he got dressed for work and went to work without even looking at the wife, without even paying attention to her. When he came back from work, he discovered that the house was just the way he had left it, and the wife was lying on the bed. He got closer to wake her up, to know why she refused to wake up and decided to remain on the bed lying there, only to discover that she wasn't breathing again. She was actually dead. It was then it dawned on him. He started thinking of a lot of things. Actually, what really happened was that in the middle of the night, since the wife is asthmatic, she tried to use an inhaler, the one close by. It was finished, so she was tapping the husband rather, so that he could come to her rescue. But because of the bitter quarrel they had before going to bed, the husband did not rescue her. He could not save the wife. The husband at the burial was remembering all this, and he made a statement, and during the statement he said a lot of things. Now there's something that happened during the session for the burial. A lot of people came around. Another couple was coming to this burial. From the car, they began their own argument also. They were arguing, just a little thing led to argument, and the husband would say things like, "That is why you're always like this, you always behave this way," and the wife would say her own, and they argued bitterly. When they got in for this funeral, each of them decided to stay apart from each other. Then, when it was time, the man wanted to say something about the wife. He said a lot of good things about the wife, but one thing he said that he regrets that he could not reconcile with the wife. He could not tell her that he was sorry. He could not make peace with her. That what is most painful for him is that the wife died when he could not have a chance to reconcile with her. That is most painful for him at that point. And then he also felt that he could not show her the love that he would have shown her, or that he's supposed to show her. Why? Just little quarrels led to all that happened. When he finished narrating his story and how he is regretful that he should have treasured the moments they have together and never allow any argument and never allow any quarrel to override or allow any quarrel to destabilize their union. This other couple that were touched by the story of this man, and on leaving the venue, the man said to the wife, "I'm sorry." The wife said, "I'm sorry," and they reconciled. Look, let me tell you, we all have pride, we all have ego, but it's time to always tell yourself that my ego should not be above the peace of my union, the peace that should be there between you and the person you're working with, your colleague in the office, the person. Look, let me tell you, these people, they are close to you. You see them on daily basis. You work with them. This environment of your union or relationship with this person is where you draw strength from. And when that environment is polluted, when that environment is destabilized, it's going to affect you in your own life. It's going to affect you in every other thing you're doing. As a man, if your home is destabilized, when you go out, it's going to affect you in your work. Imagine you living a home very happy, living a home feeling peace. That peace is going to accompany you and help you to do well in every other activity you're going to do. Do not say that this person I'm living with, the person doesn't matter. I can do what I want to do. I can become whatever I want to become. I will still succeed. I will go well. Look, let me tell you, the relationships you have around you, they are the environment, they are the atmosphere that you need to propel you, to give you strength to excel in life. Do not trade them for ego. Do not trade them on the altar of winning or claiming your right all the time. I want to leave you finally with this. Those people around you, your relationships, they are your best treasure. Invest in them through peaceful coexistence with them. Pursue peace. You must work for peace. I must work for peace. We must all work for peace if we want to enjoy the benefit of peace in our union, in our relationship. Till I see you in the next video, challenge yourself that you must always remind yourself that the peace of your home is more important than you winning an argument. God bless you.